Oh, it didn't cut off, so I'm just gonna sit again. Hey guys. So today's video is pretty much no gameplay, nothing, just pretty much an update about what I've been up to, and the reason why I actually had to remake my Gladiator. So my old Gladiator was actually topping off, and by that I mean he was getting really close to um, his peak power level for speedrunning. With the build I had in mind with him earlier. But what happened was I died to map reflect because I was careless and I didn't check the map mod the moment I went into someone else's map. In this case, it was my brother's map. He opened a map that had physical reflect. He didn't really realize it because he plays a mine build. So I told him to get me whenever he found a Zana, and I went to Zana, finished the Zana mission, came back out. First pack I hit, I instantly died. So technically it's my fault, but I was quite salty about it. But in the end, life happens, and it wasn't really his fault because he had no idea. Basically my own fault for not checking out what the map mods were. Which kind of leads me to a slight complaint about map reflect. I feel like it shouldn't even exist. In fact, what they should, in my opinion, what I think they should do is just kind of amplify the physical damage reduction and add something called elemental damage reduction, so that certain builds need to think of ways to circumvent those map mods, but you don't go in and instantly kill yourself for no reason, right? But I'm not a game developer, so what do I know? Basically, the build is pretty much identical. I managed to figure out some of the stat issues that I had, which were I basically had no strength, no dexterity and no intelligence. So when I was farming, I happened to luckily stumble upon this amulet, which basically covers my dex needs for riposte. Now I really like this gem because whenever I block, it allows the counter attack to one-shot the mob, and when it one-shots the mob, it actually explodes, and when it explodes, there's a high chance of that making everyone else bleed, and those guys will just bleed to death and explode as well. So it's kind of like a pseudo video card network crash mechanic. So I've been running a Vengeance, Riposte, and Life Leech, and basically with this character, I can show you guys. I can like not attack and have counter attack kill packs for me. So I'll just kind of show you guys. It's kind of funny. I might as well add something, right, into the video. So I'd love something like this. Yeah, so you can see like my counter attack does kill. Not the greatest thing ever, but you can see like if I AFK'd and then it was 6 seconds, trash mobs would basically not be able to kill me, which is a good thing. Other than that, I lost my 6-link belly, so my life is a little low. But if I had a belly, my life would be identical to my old build. So I've been trying to get my belly back, but obviously that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I ended up buying a Dapper. Spent like, I had like 4 cards, so I bought 2 cards for 17 chaos each, and then I got a backup 6-link to work with. And with running a lab, you really need that 6-link for all the damage you can do to like push Izaro into the next phase as fast as possible. And now that I don't have to run what was that amulet called? Astramentus. I basically have a little bit of leeway in finding a good +1 amulet, +1 curse amulet, sorry, and then it'll allow me to use 30 movement speed boots with, you know, stats and resists that are much higher than this, probably more mitigation, and that will definitely help with my speedrunning of laboratory. So a lot of the time that I lose right now when I run laboratory is like I can't leap slam through the door because there's a pillar here or some unpassable terrain. So I have to like manually open the door, right, and then I run around it before I can rolling blades or leap slam again. So I'm pretty much losing, I would say, every time my character pauses, like a good 1.5 seconds. But with enough attack speed, sorry, not attack speed, movement speed, I could just open the door, one beside it, and probably save like, you know, a good 0.5 seconds every time I stuttered, right? Compared to like the movement speed I have now, which is complete garbage. So that's about it. Like there is really no difference. So I guess I'll end this video with me doing a run. There's little to like no difference between how I'm running my dungeons. My setup is exactly the same as before for movement speed. I'm running vulnerability with punishment if Izaro doesn't have gargoyles. If he does, I take off punishment. I put on temp chains. And yeah, basically it's the same.
The goddess is watching.
Since I'm playing with sound, the load is gonna be a little bit longer, but might as well have some, you know, background music for you guys. Oh, I should mention that I ended up picking up 16 attack speed gloves, and those things are beastly. Like, they're probably worth the most in my whole build right now. Like these gloves right here. Like Chaos, Fire, Life, 15 attack speed, and crafted Life Leech on it. It's pretty insane. Yeah, those situations where you see me stuttering and not leap slamming, with enough movement speed, I would be able to minimize the time spent trying to reposition. And sometimes, like, especially the parts where I'm heading towards the exit, probably save another second. So like right here. I would probably save like half a second with enough movement speed. So basically movement speed would minimize my execution errors. Basically again, put that there. Oh, I guess I should mention, like, I've realized that to figure out whether or not Izaro is in the health range for the next phase is pretty easy if you run a Blasphemy Curse. So if you're running a Blasphemy Curse and you're in Blasphemy range, but he doesn't have the curse on top of him, it's because he's immortal now, which means he's going to hit to the next phase the moment. Sorry about that. It's gonna hit the next phase the moment the other, like, totem or like whatever comes up. Anything else I learned today? I'm trying to think.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes. The emperor beckons, and the world
That's never actually happened before. It's pretty funny. So I want 2 keys. So if it's mirrors, if you leave all the mirrors up, you basically get 2 keys. And now I have to wait for the second mirror to come up. And we're good.
ambition. This empire remains filled with emperors in waiting.
So right now I'm just refilling my pots. And now I'm done refilling, I will basically switch over to the speedrunning here. Oh, I actually ended up with a bad RNG. That's okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm overlaying the map to help me leap slam in the right direction in these tight corners, like tight rooms. So it's actually pretty useful. It's helped me probably shave like 10 to 15 seconds.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must. Our throne is the most devious trap of them all.
So basically, what, do you have portals? You want to put the ancestral protector on the other side so that
Light in your gilded dungeon ascendant.
so that those dudes over there shoot the totem and not you. The portal guys. And yeah, that's basically it. Double key is really good. I've been pretty much like trying to 20% them from 0%, like these 2 unique for us. And getting these scraps is useful. And the chests have actually given me a couple of rare upgrades. So like for instance, this ring right here came from Exile. So it's not completely bad. People who kind of say that Izaro is not rewarding enough are probably the people who don't have the ability to run it in under 5 minutes. So if you can't run it in under 5 minutes, of course it's going to be bad, right? You're getting level 68 gear, but if you can, getting a top tier enchant plus like any random accessory upgrade is pretty likely. I got ice shot radius, but that's okay. And that's it for my video. I hope I can make a new build and you know, figure some interesting stuff out for you guys to, you know, enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.